My neighbor tried to kick me off the elevator for her kids. I was dragging myself home after a brutal day at work, just totally wiped. All I wanted was to get inside, maybe eat something, and collapse on the couch. I get off the bus, and of course, there she is. My neighbor, the one with 7 kids under the age of 9. Yeah, 7. And they were all with her. I've seen her around a bunch. She's notorious in our building. Anytime she shows up, it's like a storm rolling in. She always demands people vacate the elevator for her. Doesn't ask, demands. She's even shoved her double stroller in and forced people out before. One time she basically yelled my elderly dad off the elevator, just waved her arms and shouted until he got flustered and stepped out. He's hard of hearing, so he didn't even know what was going on. He just saw someone yelling and figured he did something wrong. It pissed me off, but I let it go. Anyway, back to that day. She and her kids were already a full-blown circus on the bus. The kids were running up and down the aisles, screaming, jumping around, spinning on poles like it was a jungle gym. The driver even had to stop and tell her to get them under control before someone got hurt. And, surprise, someone did. One of the girls was twirling like crazy, smacked her head as the bus hit the train tracks, and then she just howled the rest of the way. No blood, no bruise, nothing. But she screamed like she'd been shot. And this woman? She didn't do much. Just looked tired and annoyed and let the kid wail. So we all get off the bus, and I get into the building a few seconds ahead of her. I press the button for the elevator, it opens, and I step in. I even held the door open for her while she rolled up with the double stroller and the rest of the herd running wild around her. And then she looks at me, dead in the eye, and goes, "You need to get out and wait for the next one. My stroller won't fit with you in here." I laughed a little because I thought she was joking, but she wasn't. She was dead serious. I said, "Excuse me?" And she lets out this exaggerated sigh like I'm the problem and says, "Do you see what I'm dealing with here? Get out." I told her, "Yeah, I do see. And I'm sorry, but I've worked all day. I'm tired. I'm not getting out. I'll squeeze into the corner. I'll make myself as small as humanly possible, but I'm not giving up my spot because you feel entitled to it." She completely lost it, pulled her stroller back, shouted at me in front of everyone, called me an asshole about a dozen times. It echoed through the whole lobby. Then she stormed off to wait for the next elevator, still yelling. But here's the thing. 3 other people were standing behind her. They all got into the elevator with me, and 2 of them thanked me. Straight up said, "Thank you for standing up to her. She does this all the time. Everyone just lets her walk all over them." The 3rd guy shook his head and called me an asshole for not being more sympathetic to her situation, but I didn't care. I'm all for helping people, especially parents. Parenting is hard, but being a parent doesn't give you the right to treat everyone else like they don't matter.